What if the greatest secret to life was never hidden in distant stars or ancient mysteries, but right here, in the love that flows through every breath you take? What if life itself is not random, not mechanical, but alive, responding to you, reflecting the energy of your heart in every single moment? And what if the simple choice to live in love, to practice gratitude, could transform ordinary days into extraordinary miracles? These are not questions meant to be answered quickly. They are invitations, invitations to pause, to feel, to wonder. Because life is not just something that happens to you. Life is something you are creating moment by moment, thought by thought, feeling by feeling, and at the center of it all, there is one truth that never changes. Life is love. When you begin to see this clearly, the way you live changes, the way you breathe changes, the way you see yourself and the world around you begins to shift, because you finally realize you are not separate from life. You are life, and the energy of love that beats your heart is the same energy that holds the stars in place. So, let us begin this journey together, a journey to rediscover the beauty, the power, and the infinite possibility that comes when you remember life is love, and love is life. With this in your heart, you are ready to step into the first truth awaiting you. Chapter 1. Life is love. Life is not separate from love. It is not something outside of it. Life is love. Every breath you take is love expressed through you. Every heartbeat is love whispering, "I want you here. I want you alive." Every sunrise that paints the sky in gold is love reminding you that there is always a new beginning. We often imagine love as something rare, something we must search for in another person, something we might lose if circumstances change. But love is not scarce. It is not fragile. It is the very essence of existence itself. Think of a seed before it becomes a tree. Before it bears fruit, there is within it a spark of life, a force that pushes it to grow, to reach for the sun, to give itself fully to creation. That force is love. Look at nature around you. The rivers flow, not because they expect reward, but because flowing is their nature. The stars shine, not because they want recognition, but because shining is their truth. This too is love, and within you, that same current flows. It is the quiet pulse that carries you forward, the resilience that keeps you standing, the joy that arises in the simplest of moments, a smile shared, a memory cherished, a gentle breath of peace. Everything shifts. Pain becomes a teacher. Challenges become invitations. Even endings reveal themselves as beginnings in disguise. Life is not against you. Life is for you, because life is love, and love is always moving toward growth, healing, and wholeness. Pause for a moment now. Close your eyes and place a hand on your heart. Feel the rhythm of your heartbeat. That is love, not in theory, not in abstraction, but in living, undeniable truth. And when you begin to live with this awareness, you start to notice something remarkable. Life is not only love, it also responds to you. This brings us to the next step of our journey. Chapter 2. Life responds to you. Life is not passive. It is not a blank stage where random events unfold. Life is alive. It listens. It mirrors. It responds. The energy you carry within is not hidden. It flows outward. And life, in its infinite wisdom, reflects it back to you. Every thought, every word, every emotion is like a signal you are sending into the universe, and life answers. If you wake each morning heavy with complaint, life will seem heavy in return. If you carry bitterness, the world will appear hostile. But when you choose gratitude, life reflects abundance. When you radiate kindness, kindness finds its way back to you. It is like standing before a mirror. The reflection does not smile until you smile. It does not frown until you frown. Life works in the same way, a perfect mirror of your inner state. This is not punishment, nor is it reward. It is simply the natural law of energy. What you send out, you receive. Think of two people walking in the rain. One curses the clouds, seeing only inconvenience. The other lifts their face to the sky, feeling the freshness of each drop. Seeing renewal in the downpour, the rain is the same, but life responds differently because of the energy carried within each person. So pause and ask yourself, What am I sending out? What energy am I living from? Because life is always listening, always responding, always shaping itself to match the frequency of your heart. And here lies your true power. You do not need to wait for life to change. You only need to change the energy you bring to life. And when you realize this, a deeper question emerges. What kind of relationship do I want with life? Is life an enemy to resist or a partner to cherish? This is where our journey leads next. Chapter 3. Your relationship with life. Life is not a stranger. It is not some distant force that controls you from afar. Life is a relationship, and like every relationship, it reflects the energy you bring into it. When you treat life with resistance, life feels heavy when you approach it with fear. Life seems uncertain and cold. But when you welcome life with gratitude, when you embrace it with love, life responds as a friend, a partner, a companion. Think of the way you treat a loved one. When you greet them warmly, they respond with warmth. When you show them kindness, their heart opens. When you trust them, they trust you back. Life behaves the same. The respect, love, and energy you Ferris reflected in what life offers to you. Ask yourself now, how am I relating to life? Do I treat it as an adversary, something to be conquered or endured? Or do I see it as a sacred partner, guiding me, teaching me, inviting me to grow? The truth is simple. Life longs to give to you, but like any relationship, its giving flows. The connection is nurtured with love. Pause for a moment. Imagine life standing before you, not as an abstract concept, but as a presence, a friend, a teacher, a companion. What words would you say? Would you complain, or would you whisper, "Thank you, I am grateful you walk with me"? Your relationship with life is the most important relationship you will ever have. For from it flows every other connection with yourself, with others, with the world, and within this relationship. There is one bridge that always strengthens the bond: gratitude. Gratitude is the language life understands most clearly, the doorway to its abundance. Chapter 4. Gratitude. The bridge to life's abundance. Gratitude is more than a polite word. It is not a simple thank you, spoken from habit. Gratitude is a frequency. It is an energy that opens the heart, that builds a bridge between you and the infinite flow of life's abundance. When you practice gratitude, you align yourself with life's generosity. You begin to see not what is missing, but what is already present, what is already working in your favor. Consider this. Two people wake to the same morning. One groans at the alarm, complains about the day ahead, and rushes into the world with heaviness. The other pauses for a moment, takes a breath, and whispers, "Thank you for this new day." Though they share the same sunrise, their experiences of life will be completely different. Why? Because gratitude shifts perception. It changes the lens through which you see everything. Gratitude turns ordinary moments into miracles. The taste of water becomes refreshing. The smile of a stranger becomes a blessing. Even challenges reveal hidden gifts, lessons, strength, opportunities for growth. This is why gratitude is called a bridge. It carries you from lack to abundance, from fear to trust, from isolation to connection. Every thank you is a step across that bridge. Pause now and think. What is one thing in this very moment that you can be grateful for? It does not need to be grand. It can be the breath in your lungs, the ground beneath your feet, or the chance to begin again. Gratitude opens the door to life's treasures, not because life suddenly changes, but because you change the way you receive. And when your heart is open, life pours more into it. Gratitude leads naturally to love, and when gratitude and love unite, you begin to live on a higher frequency of flow where life supports you effortlessly. Chapter 5. Living the frequency of love. Love is not just an emotion. It is not only a fleeting feeling reserved for special occasions. Love is a frequency of vibration that you can live in, a state of being that transforms everything you touch. When you align with the frequency of love, you stop fighting life, you stop forcing outcomes. Instead, you begin to flow with the current of existence, trusting that life is always guiding you, always lifting you, always carrying you toward greater wholeness. Think of a boat on a river. When the boat resists, paddling frantically against the current. Exhaustion and struggle follow. But when it releases into the flow, the river carries it forward with ease. So it is with love. When you resist love, life feels like a battle. When you live in love, life carries you gracefully forward. This frequency is not abstract. It shows itself in the smallest of choices. Choosing patience instead of anger. Choosing compassion instead of judgment. Choosing kindness. When no one is watching, these are not small acts. They are alignments. Each choice tunes you more deeply into the vibration of love, and as you live in this frequency, life reflects it back. Relationships soften, opportunities open, even challenges reveal new paths forward, not because the world has changed, but because you have to live the frequency of love A's, to walk in harmony with life itself. It is to trust, to release, to expand. Pause for a moment now. Breathe slowly as you inhale. Imagine drawing in love as you exhale. Imagine sending love into the world. With each breath, you are practicing the frequency of love. And yet, there is an even greater truth. Love does not end when life ends. It is eternal. It moves beyond time, beyond form, beyond death. This is where our journey carries us next. Chapter 6. Beyond life, love never dies. We often think of life as fragile, a brief flicker between two eternities. We measure it in years, in milestones, in moments that seem to pass too quickly. And when someone we love leaves this world, we say their life is over. But is it truly over? Or does love continue, carrying them beyond the limits of time? Love never dies. It is not bound by the body. It is not ended by the last breath. Love is eternal, because love is the essence of life itself. Think of someone you have loved, deeply a parent, a friend, a mentor, perhaps even someone you lost long ago. Though they may no longer walk beside you, the love you shared is still alive. It lives in your heart, in your memories, in the way you speak their name, in the choices you make inspired by their presence. Love is energy, and energy does not vanish. It transforms, it continues, it expands. This is why, even in moments of loss, there can be comfort, for what is truly precious cannot be taken from you. Every act of love, every moment of gratitude, every bond of the heart is eternal. And when you understand this, death loses its finality. You begin to see life not as a fragile flame threatened by every wind, but as an eternal fire that simply changes form. So live with courage, love fully, without hesitation, because the love you give today will outlast every challenge, every ending, every lifetime, and knowing this truth brings us back to the present moment. Because the way to honor the eternal nature of love is to live it here, now, every day. This is why we now step into the final teaching. Chapter 7. Practical Steps to Live the Power of Life. Knowing that life is love is a beautiful truth. Feeling that life responds to you is empowering. Understanding that love never dies is comforting. But the true transformation begins when you live these truths every single day. Living the power of life does not require dramatic change. It asks for simple, consistent practices that bring you back to love. Again and again, here are steps you can begin right now. 1. Begin each morning with gratitude. Before you reach for your phone, before you step into the rush of the world, pause. Whisper 3 things you are thankful for. It can be as simple as the breath in your lungs, the bed that held you through the night, or the sunrise waiting to greet you. This simple act sets the tone for the energy you will carry through the day. 2. Ask the guiding question, am I choosing love? When faced with conflict, doubt, or fear, pause and ask, am I choosing love or am I choosing fear? This question alone can shift your response, opening the door to patience, compassion, and strength. 3. Celebrate the small joys. Do not wait for great achievements. Allow yourself happiness. Find joy in the laughter of a child, the warmth of sunlight on your face, the taste of water when you are thirsty. These small moments are the language of life saying, I love you. 4. Practice forgiveness. Holding on to resentment, it frees you from it. It clears the path, so love can flow again. 5. Share your energy outward. Smile at a stranger. offer encouragement, lend your presence to someone in need. These may feel small, but they ripple outward, expanding your energy far beyond. What you can see, each of these steps is simple. None require perfection. All they require is intentional willingness to align with love again and again, and with every step, you live more deeply in the truth that life is not something outside of you, it is within you, through you, around you. It is love itself, waiting to be expressed. And so we come to the heart of this journey, the truth that life has been whispering to you all along. Let us gather these lessons now as we move into the conclusion. Final reminder, love life, and life will love you back. Life is not against you, it never has been. Life is for you, always inviting you, always responding to you, always flowing through you in the form of love. When you live with fear, life mirrors fear. When you live with gratitude, life multiplies your blessings. When you choose love, life surrounds you with love in return. This is the great secret. Life is not something to chase, to control, or to conquer. Life is something to love. And when you love life, life cannot help but love you back. Pause and feel this truth. Every breath is a gift. Every sunrise is a reminder. Every heartbeat is proof that love is moving through you right now. You are not separate from life. You are life. And when you align with love through gratitude, kindness, forgiveness, encourage you awaken the power that has always been yours. So step forward with open arms. Wake each day with thankfulness. Meet challenges with trust. Celebrate joys with a full heart. And above all, choose love. Because the more you love life, the more life opens its arms to you. The more you give, the more you receive. The more you shine, the more the world reflects that light back upon you. Love life fully, freely, freely. Fear less, why dot and watch as life loves you back in ways more abundant, more beautiful, and more miraculous than you could ever imagine. Thank you for spending this moment with Awaken Light Audio. If something today touched your heart or opened your mind, don't keep it to yourself. Share your thoughts in the comments. What spoke to you most? Tell us about your journey, your questions, your breakthroughs, and let us know what you'd love to hear next. Subscribe to stay connected. And if this message could uplift someone you care about, send it their way, because light grows when it's shared. Until next time, stay present, stay awakened, and keep becoming who you're meant to be.